Alright, so in the last tutorial, which is part 1, we made an armature with a wire skeleton and then covered it in a foil core. In this video, we're going to be going through the stage called blocking, which is where you put on clay for the first time. I like to think of it as if the foil core is the muscle of the body, the blocking is like putting the skin on, or more of the muscles. And how I usually do this stage is I will roll out my clay, usually on the thickest setting on my roller, which is the silver thing you see on the right side of the screen. And then I'll just cut into sheets and then fold those sheets around various parts of the body. Usually start with the torso and then work the limbs. The type of clay I prefer to use is Super Sculpey Medium Blend. I find it's really easy to work with, very malleable, and it still holds a great deal of detail. It's also pretty tough clay. When I first started, I used Sculpey 3, and really easy, nice clay to work with, but very delicate or brittle once it's baked. Super Sculpey is quite a bit tougher. Can take a little bit of punishment. Alright, so you can see I just wrap the limb in these clay squares. And this is where you decide how thick you want the limb to be. So Zoroark's legs are a little bit thicker. His arms are pretty thin, so I'm trying to keep the clay a little bit thinner on the arms. For this stage, honestly, don't worry too much about the consistency. We're just putting on a pretty consistent layer here. In the next steps, that's where you'll start bulking up the areas that are thicker, bigger. Right now we just got to get clay on the body. Make sure you're really pinching and pressing the clay down into the foil core. Keep it in place. You can see I use my thumb to kind of pinch and then smooth it out. I use clay tools. You can see them in the glass jar on my desk, but more often than not, it's fingers are the tool I use the most often. And for me, learning how to really smooth a figure, getting it nice and smooth and consistent, was something that took a lot of practice. And I spend a lot of time smoothing. It's just something you have to do. Well, you don't have to do it, but you'll get a figure that's kind of lumpy. So finishing up his head, and see the character's covered in pretty consistently even piece of clay. And once this step is done, we'll go on to a more detailed blocking stage where we'll start to bulk up parts of the body.